Welcome back to the channel, Farm with Nick. Thanks so much for joining me here on Riverbend for another episode. So as you can see, I'm in the month of November already. So I'm just going around kind of zipping and picking up some bales here. So I thought I'd bring you along. I also have some cattle stuff to take care of on this episode. And then also I have a field to start harvesting as well. So a little bit of everything almost here on this episode. And I just noticed that probably that corn is ready too. So all right, more than one field to kind of get going on. And at least these fields kind of around here by the main farm are pretty manageable, I will say. So that's one thing I do enjoy about this this map still. All right, and honestly, I'm gonna have quite a bit of silage kind of going into winter, and that's one thing I am kind of looking forward to on this map, is getting into winter and seeing what's gonna happen snowfall wise. Last winter on this map, not much happened, so there wasn't really much to record and show you, but I'm hoping that would be different on this one. All right, and you get two more on here. Yep, get one more now. But yeah, I have quite a bit of silage bales. Alright, so where are we gonna put these? See if I can sneak them in, like right here possibly. Oops. Alright, I can just go, yeah, because I don't know what even, like, honestly, I forgot even what stack I'm taking from now. But have a nice collection, so I'm happy with all the work that has been done on this farm here. All right, let's unload the bales. Can I just do that? See if it'll just stack them in there like that. Oh, there we go. That'll work. All right, I'm gonna move this cultivator. Just gonna move it by hand here. Just get her out of the way. All right. Let's go grab the rest of the silage. And I actually have a bunch of hay bales as well to pick up. All right, what am I doing here? Stop unloading, operating position. There we go. So it does kind of look unusual how on Riverbend here that you get the nice green grass still growing and able to harvest again, but you get all this going on at the same time. You know, we're in November, and then you look at the rest of the grass and, you know, it looks more or less like it's kind of dying back. So that kind of, I don't know, it does look funny every time that happens. All right, where am I going with these? I guess I could just, that's gonna be right in the way. Can I go? I can go the other way. All right, let's just do that. And oops, just unload these bales right here. That's fine. All right, and let's go get a load of hay bales, and then get to some cattle chores here, and then honestly, I'm gonna set up the combine as well, kind of get them going. Even though money-wise, well, you know, I've never had an issue with finances on this farm if you've been watching the series. And honestly, that's one nice thing, and I know depending on the series, you know, it is fun to kind of role play more and kind of earn all your money, but in another way, sometimes it's like, well, I only really can get to playing the game so often, and when I get to playing the game, it's almost like I just want to enjoy it for what it is, and I don't have to like worry about, am I going to be able to, you know, afford this, or I'm going to be playing the game for how many hours in real time, and like I'll never, you know, get to earning a certain piece of equipment or whatnot. So that is one thing, you know, and I encourage you, you know, to kind of adjust that and experiment with what you like. But that is one thing it is kind of nice to not have to worry about, is that, you know. So I'll kind of just leave that there. But it is kind of nice just to go, oh, I'm just going to play the game for what it is and then just move on, you know. Alright. And pretty sure we got quite a bit of hay bales here in this. But let's unload these. And there we go. I just bumped him in there. That worked. Okay, so I got some more hay bales to pick up, but let's get this out and start getting that other field harvested. I think it's soybeans over there, if I'm not mistaken. And let's see, where did I think I parked? Is the header over here? It's been a while. Oh, right there. There it is. I actually parked it in the shed. There we go. Alright, and then let's get them set up. And I know I have a lot of cattle stuff to do on here, but yeah, like that field right there, that looks pretty rough, but kind of going into winter, so I think it's okay. Yeah, the scenery here, I don't know, it's really cool. Nice fall scenery. And yep, I have these two fields. It's been a while since I've been out here. Alright, and I'm just gonna hire this up on a worker. And honestly, it's a small field. It's really not gonna take them that long. And then I think I have an auger wagon, but I can just place it directly into... I can just place this directly into the semi-trailer. So we'll let them go. There we go. Alright, I told them to put some headlamps on there. Alright, let's get in the white here. Oh yeah, see right there. There's my auger wagon. But I feel for this small of a field, and I don't know, it's probably not going to yield that much. It's a tiny soybean field, but for this we'll just pour it right into the trailer here. So if you've been watching my other series on Alma, and actually I prefer it, but it is nice to kind of go back and forth just to kind of switch it out. But I really like the idea of having like the wagons and doing the gravity fed wagons like that. So alright, am I gonna be okay parked here? Are they gonna run into me? they should be okay, but you never know. All right, so cattle. Let's get to them. Help them out. I was working. I fed them, and then the other pen, they're good. They do need water, and then this one needs feed, and those are our calves. They're already 6 months. Wow. And then our main barn and our other one all need food. All right, so let's get some water. Right, I mean, it's right there, water tower and everything. And then we can do some more feed. So actually, let's do like the calf barn, that main milking barn, and then get to the feedlot barn. Right, we can just do a little turnaround in here. But I've missed this tractor. This is one of my favorites of 25, the white tractor here. Missed playing with this one. Oop, it gave me the trigger this far back. I guess, right there, yeah. And the other ones don't need water. No. They survive on feed only. They don't need to drink anything. Makes it nice and convenient, right? But even that, like, just kind of getting here. Look at those. I mean, those are that was my, second time actually kind of getting cattle, but in the red barn I didn't use the heifers in there. I put calves in there, but yeah, them being at 6 months already is kind of crazy. But yeah, moving right along with this farm. So to see them kind of grown up a second time actually, as I pop a wheelie there on the fence. But yeah, seeing them grown up a second time is really kind of neat. Oh, that was crazy. It actually just took the water without the trigger. Okay, I'll take that. Alright, and let's back over. Get our mixing wagon, and then feed those other barns. And then I might just grab that other hay on my own, but we'll kind of see where we're at. Get a little bit more done here. Alright, so there is a little bit of feed left in there. But we might as well go grab some more bales over here. Yeah, that looks nice in the background there at the river. Kind of opened up. Remember that episode when I took out that whole tree line too? That was fun. Alright, put a couple of these in. I like this mod too of the bales to make them look a little more rounder. That looks nice. I do like that. Alright. Actually, we're just going to pop up here and grab a hay bale. A little unconventional. I know the shed was right there. We'll just grab this bale, load it up. Unrealistically with super strength. Alright, let's head down. Let's go feed. The calf barn, let's do them first. And I'll need a couple more to get the main milking barn back up and going. But like I said, you know, how often I'm even playing on this map now, it's a little lower. I mean, time-wise, I'm not on it as much. Just because of my other playthrough series, but that's okay. Still want to kind of keep it around, so give them a load of feed here. There we go. Alright. That'll be good for a little bit, and then probably into next month, you know, or January. Hopefully we get some snow on the farm this year here, but then into next month I'll take care of them again, or think about moving. That would be something interesting I just thought about. Would be moving those heifers now that they're going to be close to be getting able to produce milk, moving them into that big feedlot actually, and that would really amp up production of milk. So that would make this a little more interesting, just because I have not made it that far on this series to really get the dairy operation that much more productive, I guess. Alright, so let's fill this up. I'm going to go to that main dairy barn that we have here. The main milking barn, excuse me. That is so cool. Look at the chimney off of that house. That's really neat. Just a little detail like that. That's really cool, especially in the fall. You'd be like, oh yep, burning a little fire in the house, keeping everybody warm. Okay, let's at least do the main. Just made it. The main milking barn here. Let's get them fed. And then, like I said, that other outside one, have they gotten any? No manure. Wait, not them. This one. No manure here. That is crazy. So, with that feedlot pack that this one is here, I did place the manure trigger right there. Oh, but maybe it's in, because it's in the pen? I don't know. But nothing ever came out with that. Interesting. Okay. And let's just park this here. And, oh, my worst fears. Zip around the horn, yep. That's what I thought would happen. would have the semi being in the way there. Alright, it's just because, yeah, how the worker wants to turn around. Alright, well, I'll park off to the side this time. And let's see, what was this in here? Some wheat, okay. Still growing. Alright, so they're going now. Alright, and let's jump back over while they're still working. Let's go grab another load here of hay. But yeah, all these cattle in here, that would be a real interesting kind of experiment to kind of, you know, keep the rotation systems up on these pens. So let me kind of just pull off to the side, give you a quick little flyover. I know it's been a while since I've been on this map, so just give you a little, you know, show of where everything is on the farm here. So here is just a feedlot, and this kind of like loops back around here. And then I have another pen in here, and this loops around right here. And then I have my red barn. Now this is the first Giant's red barn, not a modded version, so there is no milk in this one. But I've been just putting the calves in here, which they're already looking pretty big. And over here is where I put the heifers, which they're already grown up as well. And then we have our main white milking barn, which that's a limited capacity. And then this feedlot area, which honestly, that's where they could all kind of be consolidated into. Now, I could just kind of fake it and sell those other ones and just buy them and move them over. However, as of making this video, the mod is out. It's like that little, it's like a crane, or like a crane, but a cane, excuse me. And then you could actually pick them all up, put them in there, and then move them that way. So that's an idea. And then I could actually move them in there to, oops, I can move them in there to kind of increase the capacity of the outdoor feedlot. So that would be something potentially to kind of think about there. Kind of like the idea of that. So I'll have to think about that. But that would make it kind of more robust, and especially with maybe increasing that dairy and milk output. And then as that increases, really financially, you should really see like a huge increase on the farm. So I kind of like that. That's a neat idea to just kind of rotate them that way. And that would go, I mean, that would be me kind of pushing into, year 3, going into 3, which would be coming up in August here on this map. So that's really neat. That's the longest I've ever really played while taping, I'll say that, on a build. So that's really cool. Okay, let's just place, oops. Well, that's fine. Let's unload these bales. There we go. I didn't mean to pick up those other 2 or 3 silage in the end. Oops. Turn my head the other way for a sec. Alright. With that all set, and feed, like I said, I can just, where am I going with this? I'm going to loop around the other way. Feed, I just need to get to that other lot. Let's see where the milk is. I don't think, yeah, milk is 13 in there, 18 in there. So, yeah, I could get some out, but there's really not a lot still. Not a ton. I might just wait on that kind of a chore with snow on the ground. Try to trek through with the trailer and the semi there. Alright, we'll leave that trailer there. Those look good. That field all nice and cleaned up now. And I got tractors in there. I think I had this tractor over in here, but I'm going to leave it out just because that combine is going to come back in. So I'll just kind of park it right here. Alright, let's hop over. Oh, and they are almost done. And there we go. And I could actually just finish that up on my own if I wanted to here. Just probably a couple more passes. And it kind of went, wow, on a nice, oops, angle there. It's kind of different. But all right, I will let you guys go there. So thanks so much for joining me here on Riverbend in the month of December. So making some good progress. Hopefully when I kind of get back on this, you know, we have some snow. I mean, that was my plan on continuing this into another winter. But like I said, you never know either. But that would be nice to kind of experience that. And then, like I said, maybe shifting all those cattle and see if we can really maximize those pens. So yeah, I have 250 in there, 80, and that might be close to being at capacity. They don't hold much. 115, and then 60 and a 37. Oh, those are odd numbers, but oh well. So yeah, this one I know can hold like a lot more. So I could do that and then get those numbers up in there. So yeah, we'll kind of take it from there and see where it goes. So thanks again for joining me. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, just kind of finding me on Riverbend here, feel free to check out the rest of the series. You have a lot of episodes to watch now, or check out my other playthrough series and or farm builds. So thank you again so much for watching, and hope you guys have a good one. Take care.